Okay, all right. We were talking about your technique of collection the data, and you were telling me about the interviews. And then I asked you, uh, what type of responses did you get? And you are telling me about the categorization of the responses, like X person, or this category was more positive or negative, and this was more positive or negative. So this was we were. So would you please, start from that question? So what is the difference of responses you experienced or you examined in after your interview questions? Please tell me about the responses. What were the responses you obtained? If I tell you in more simple words.
You mean from the participate?
Sorry, brother.
You mean from the participate or what?
Yeah, I'm asking you that you conducted interviews in NWC and you got responses.
Yeah.
So what type of responses you obtain from your participants? This is what I'm asking. Just hold on, brother.
Yeah, take your time.
Just a second. Just a second. Assalamu
No,
alaikum.
no, take your time.
Assalamu alaikum. जी जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम अस्सलाम वालेकुम अस्सलाम वालेकुम आवाज आ रही है अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अल्लाह का बड़ा शुक्र है आप ठीक ठाक जी जी मुझे आवाज आ रही है आपकी अभी आवाज आ रही है अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह यार ठीक ठाक मैं दरअसल ना जूम के ऊपर एक मीटिंग पे हूँ तो थोड़ा सा अगर कोई जरूरी बात है आपकी या मैं आपको फ्री होकर कर लेता या बताना जरा मैंने होल्ड करवाया उन्हें कौन सी वाली वैल्यूज स्क्यूनेस कर्टोसिस हाँ स्क्यूनेस कर्टोसिस नहीं 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 इनको थीसिस के अंदर ऐड नहीं करना है एमएस में डोंट वरी बहरिया मतलब हाँ तो हो ही बहरिया यूनिवर्सिटी के नहीं ये चीजें नहीं आपने ऐड करनी यार ग्राफ्स की तरफ ना जाएं हम्म नहीं कर्टोसिस बेसिकली बल्कि आप इसको इसकी डिटेल में जाए ही ना स्क्यूनेस हो गया कर्टोसिस हो गया वो बेल शेप ग्राफ हो गया इसको आप उस तरह से इंक्लूड ना करें ग्राफ कोई भी इंक्लूड ना करें एक्सेप्ट आपका सिर्फ मॉडल होना चाहिए फिगर वाइज या दूसरे आपके एसपीएसएस के टेबल्स बाकी और भी हुआ मुझे बताइएगा मैं जरा मीटिंग से फ्री हो जाऊं तो फिर बेशक दोबारा कॉल कर लूं चल ठीक ओ मियाँ साहब को सलाम दइएगा मेरा यार ठीक है सलाम सॉरी ब्रदर सॉरी
No problem, brother. It's your time. And to be honest, I'm so sorry to take your time.
no it's all right brother it's all okay please brother
Yeah. You ask me. Could you explain your question, please?
okay so what type of responses you got from your participants would you elaborate
Okay. It was a pilot responsible respond. Sorry. Um, Especially from the if we divide if we divide our responsible to three level of hierarchy, like managers and non-supervisor and the ordinary employee, we can notice that the I don't want to use the low level, but the low level as an employee. I mean the administrator and the technical people who's work in that company. It was unpleasant and unhappy with that change, especially when they have different hours of work, when they have the load of work is raised up, and the demand of from them, because when they was in the public honor,
Mm-hmm.
they don't they don't يعني I mean they don't work in multi work, like the technical they have there especially, and that's it. But when they transfer to the company, the
Mm-hmm.
company ask them to work as the manager told you to work.
Okay.
In the other side, managers was a little bit have a different opinion about the privatizations. Um, of course, their salary is going up, and their responsibility also they going up. But in
Hmm.
the same times, um, there is we call it a heading fight, uh, because in the private in a work company, it's so difficult to going up from as a hierarchy when you promote or something like this.
Hmm.
And you can find a different idea from the participate about the privatization here.
Hmm. 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 No, good, 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 good. It's fair enough. And you mentioned in your thesis that you developed after interviews. How did you develop the themes? Can you tell me the
Okay.
process? How did you develop different themes? You talked about three categories of themes. So how
Yeah.
did you develop them?
Okay. Um, as we know, and as our professors in university recommend, they said start to collect your data before everything. And
Uh-huh.
when I collect my data and
Hmm.
I follow the methodology, uh, it's something happened that I find the answers of that questionnaires is we can divide it to three,
Hmm.
which is the emotional things, which is as a human, and they are emotionally talk about how they are feeling, how they are not. They don't talk about the technical things. That's something you
Hmm.
can't measure it by tools or something like this. It's a feeling of people,
Hmm.
and
Hmm. Hmm.
also the the change which has happened
Hmm.
between the owner by the private and by the public, it was so huge. Some people they talk about their family, and some people they talk about their freedom, and they have time to go outside after the work. But
Hmm.
unfortunately, when they are work with firms, they can't, because they work from 9 until 5. But
Hmm.
in the public, it was the whole, hours of work is was limited by 7 hours.
Hmm. Hmm.
And the outcome, which is related to uh, the bunch when they are retired,
Hmm.
it's totally يعني different than the government.
Good.
Also, the load of the work,
Hmm.
because some they said when they work with with the government, it was
Hmm.
it wasn't that hard, but
Hmm.
in the company it was so
Hmm.
so difficult.
No, no, no. Good, good, good. Mashallah, good. You're going good in good direction. So, and brother, it's better if you remember all the three categories on fingertips. Like these should be like this. Yeah, because this is
Okay.
first time I understand, but inshallah in next things would be much improved. Okay, brother. And from the abstract portion, if I ask you what do you see your what do you see the limitations in your thesis? Do you have some limitations or not?
Yeah, but yes, I have a limitation. I have a mini limitation.
Many
First of
limitations.
all,
Hmm.
first of all, it was um, when you conduct the research
Hmm.
uh, with people who is working in a new company,
Hmm.
they don't tend to you talk to you in front of their manager because they will get affected from their. You have to pick your time. You have to pick your location. You have to use some access, like when you talk to the manager to bring someone to talk with
Hmm.
them, and also the budget. NWC is a big company, and it was so difficult to move from branch to other,
Hmm.
and also the I was يعني
Hmm.
suffering from the connection between like when I was in the main branch, it was so difficult to take an idea to get in a permission and that kind of things.
Hmm. And the
I
brother,
know my answer. It's not
it's
that, but
no problem,
can
no
I?
problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, please, please, please.
Can I excuse from you? يعني can I take your permission? I want to going to pray. It's a Maghrib prayer right now.
Oh, no
Just
problem, no problem, no
yeah.
problem.
Can I just have like 20 minutes? Just I want to pray and I will come back.
Okay, okay. Let's make it almost 40 years. I'll offer Isha prayer, and then I'll also take my dinner also. So let's take it almost 40 minutes. No problem.
طيب. Thank you so much.
So
Thank you,
inshallah,
brother. Thank
see
you.
you again.
Salam. Salam
Salam.
alaikum.
Take care. Take care. Salam.